Good morning. It's Robert and Julia Miller with the J. Patel Group and Rethink Real Estate. Back again with another exciting and riveting episode of Real Estate Updates.
It's been a minute. We took a week off.
Yes, we do apologize. We've been busy and we did.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. So, but we're back.
We are back.
You have a joke for us?
I do.
Okay. You want me to go first? Age before beauty?
Sure. Well, all right. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have a joke for you this time. I have a poem.
Oh, how nice.
Okay. I think this is an Irish poem. I'm not for sure, but anyway, it's an inspirational poem.
An Irishman said it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
If you can start the day without caffeine, if you can always be cheerful, ignoring aches and pains, if you can resist complaining and boring people with your troubles, if you can eat the same food every day and be grateful for it, if you can understand when your loved ones are too busy to give you any time, if you can take criticism and blame without resentment, if you can conquer tension without medical help, if you can relax without liquor, if you can sleep without the aid of drugs, then you probably are the family dog. I love that. Isn't that
Basically, we all don't have it together completely, 100%.
Yeah.
Unless you're the family Labrador. Okay, well, mine is much more brief.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was a little lengthy, but I think it was worth it.
It was good. It was very good.
What you got?
Okay. Parallel lines have so much in common. It's a shame they'll never meet. A little corny, isn't it?
That almost qualifies as a bad joke,
Dad
a bad dad joke. Wow.
That's good. It's good.
Yeah,
It's,
that's clever. All right.
mathematical.
Okay. These events happened in the month of May in history. 2001, the Supreme Court rules May 29th that a disabled PGA golfer may use a cart.
That's incredible.
I remember this, and it was pretty controversial because, believe it or not,
2001.
a lot of the professionals pushed back on this. They felt it was going to be an unfair advantage.
Wow.
Fatigue factor, you know.
I get it, but I mean,
I know
if the golfer's disabled,
yeah,
should be
I
allowed
get
to
it. There's
use
both sides
something.
of it, but yeah, I remember it being controversial.
Wow.
So.
Okay.
1953, Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay summit Mount Everest, May 29th. I really thought it happened
So much earlier, right?
sometime in the late 1800s. I cannot believe it wasn't until 1953
Yeah.
that it
Early
first got
19th century,
summited.
yeah.
So,
Wow.
yeah. 1937, the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco opens, May 28th.
Yeah, we were just looking at pictures of it. It's,
On our bucket list. We gotta.
it is, yeah, to see San Francisco for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1911, the first Indianapolis 500 race is contested May 30th. Ray Heron is the winner.
Good job. Go Indy. I didn't realize that was so early.
Yeah, 1911.
I
So
feel like those dates should be flipped. So that's incredible.
top speed 35 mile an hour? No, it was probably 80s or something, 80 or 90 mile an hour.
That'd be interesting to find out.
Yeah. Finally, 1884, Dr. John Harvey Kellogg, common name, patents flaked cereal on May 30th. So,
I didn't realize he was a doctor.
Yeah,
Dr.
he's
Kellogg.
a doctor. Well, I don't know this for a fact. I'm just making an assumption here, but I think he's probably the same one who invented the non-nutritional polymer binding agent. You know, it keeps or stays crispy in
This
milk.
is a plug for the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, I think.
That might be where I heard it.
That's where you heard it, yeah.
Okay. All right. Enough of that fun. Let's get to some real estate, which is back with a vengeance. Wow. Back with a bang. After nearly shutting down in April, demand for new and existing homes is surging. But with new listings down 29% year over year, there's a shortage again. So this was really short-lived. We were already short in January. We saw an uptick due to lower showings, lower number of transactions during the pandemic, and now we are already surging ahead again, white hot.
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
interesting. More than 41% of homes faced a bidding war in the 4 weeks ending May 10th. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, we had buyers on that end and sellers receiving multiple offers. So, yeah.
Yeah. So it's been
amazing.
kind of a little blip. It's not a massive recession like, everybody was predicting. It was a little blip, and now we're right back where we were in January.
Yep.
Some still are a little skeptical, and some may question the assertion that if you look back on the last recession of 2008, when housing was the anchor of the economy, holding it back from sailing forward. But even then, the overall economy did not begin to recover, if you remember, until real estate markets started to regain its strength. So we
Real
think
estate's a driving force.
many experts believe that this time the housing market will do that again. It was a great, we were in great shape when the virus hit. So we're still in very good shape.
Strong economy.
Some of the opinions of the experts is Mark Fleming, chief economist of First American. Many still bear scars from the Great Recession and may expect the housing market to follow a similar trajectory in response to the coronavirus outbreak. But there are distinct differences that indicate the housing market may follow a much different path.
Right.
While housing led the recession in 2008 and 2009, this time it may be poised to bring us out of it. So, looking forward to being part of that.
Definitely.
Fleming is not the only economist who believes this. Last year, Dr. Frank Northaff, chief economist for CoreLogic, for the first 6 decades after World War II, the housing sector led the rest of the economy out of each recession. Expect to do so this time as well.
Yeah.
So,
and I've heard it said, and I can't remember where for sure, that each closing, each sale impacts 7 different industries in the economy. So each home that sells impacts each one. So it really supports the economy.
Right. Yeah. Real estate is one of those that's not a one and done. It trickles down to a lot of different economies. This one, Robert Dietz, chief economist for National Association of Home Builders. As the economy begins to recover later in 2020, we expect housing to play a leading role. Housing enters this recession underbuilt, not overbuilt. And this is almost scary. Based on demographics and current vacancy rates, the U.S. may have a housing deficit of up to 1 million units.
Wow.
That's a lot of homes.
Wow, 1 million?
That's a lot of construction workers, a lot of manufacturers in business for a very long period of time to get that kind of deficit handled.
Wow.
So, okay, on the mortgage front, a lot of people were wondering, how is this forbearance issue going to affect their ability to buy another home? A lot of sellers are looking at listing their home, but they need to be able to qualify for a loan to buy the next home. And there was rumblings that they may not qualify a loan for up to a year, and that was going to be a problem. They wouldn't be able to sell their home and qualify to buy their next home.
We knew that was not going to be the case.
And it is not. They have finally released some guidance on that.
Good.
Great news. The
it was
federal
a little gray. It was such a gray area. We
were hearing a lot of different stories on that. Nobody really knew what was going on. The Federal Housing Finance Agency has given much needed guidance about qualifying for a home loan. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac and conventional during and after a forbearance. So there's 2 different scenarios, both fairly simple. If you're in forbearance, means you've just skipped payments and then you're in a position to pay them back.
Right. Made whatever arrangement you have with your current
Right. Or if you made arrangements with your lender to have a plan of an alteration to your mortgage plan where you may add it to the original mortgage or put it at the end or one of those scenarios.
Right.
Those are the 2 different scenarios. So the bottom line is, if you're in forbearance, a few months behind, get caught up. Once you're caught up, done deal. You qualify for a loan. You're ready to go.
Okay.
If you did a modification of any kind, you need to be on that modification for 3 months.
Oh.
That's it. 3 months, 90 days. Once you've been on that plan for 90 days, you're good to go and you can qualify for a loan.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
That's great
That's
news.
good, yeah.
Okay, other changes. This is an interesting change to the days on market in the multiple listing service for the last, as far as I can remember, I believe it's been over 10 years. It's been 90 days.
90 days.
If your home is taken off the market for 90 days, the 91st day you can put it back on the market,
Right.
and your days on market will go back to 1.
And why is this important?
Well, it's always been a bit stigmatizing to a home if it stays on the market too long.
Mm-hmm.
Buyers start thinking, why is this
Like,
home still
What's
here?
wrong with it?
What is wrong? I'm going to put a low offer in.
Nothing.
We see that a lot. And it could be nothing. It could be a lot of scenarios where maybe they originally priced it a little bit too high, and then it took, 30 days to realize we need to lower the price.
Right, they were slow in making those reductions.
Maybe they received feedback and they realized some of the design, the furniture was dated. They needed to update paint. They had to do things to the house to make it highly sellable.
Right.
Well, now they're 60 days into, the home, and people are overlooking these possible changes that they made.
Yeah,
So,
because all they can do is walk in and say, well, what's wrong with it? I'm trying to find the problem.
right, exactly.
It's
Why
not
is
really
this
a
home
problem.
still on the market? So,
Right.
this kind of gives the seller some flexibility who is in that situation. They can now take it off the market, leave it off for 45 days, change out the flooring, change out the appliances, paint, maybe stage it, make some changes to it to really give it the wow factor.
Yeah,
and
do
then
that spruce up.
Yeah, and on the 46th day, they start all over. The realtor takes new pictures, and it's like a brand new listing.
A whole lot less time, half the time.
So it's really
that's
a
great.
major benefit for sellers. It's also great for active adult or our snowbirds who take their homes off the market during the hot months. Now, it doesn't affect them as much because usually it's June, July, August they take it off. But
You're gonna do
still,
3 months anyway.
if they want to get a jump on it, they only want to take it off for 45 days and then put it right back on again. They can do it.
In a small way, this will help with our shortage, our inventory shortage too. If there's less times that they have to keep it off the market.
That's a good point. Yeah, this could definitely help inventory. So,
All right.
yeah. So, with the stay-at-home orders starting to gradually lift throughout parts of the country, data indicates home buyers are jumping back into the market after many families put their plans on hold due to the coronavirus pandemic. Now, Joy and I again have talked about what we think is going to happen in this market that we've never been in, unprecedented. We're reaching the shoulder downward side of the typical real estate season, the buying selling season.
For Arizona, it starts to kind of drop off as the weather gets hot.
Right, and families are off for school and they need to find their new home. They get it done, and now they're settled in, and now they're ready for the next school year.
Right.
That obviously hasn't happened this year, but that pent-up demand is still here. The extra baby is still here. The extra bedroom is still needed.
Well, yeah, they've been pent up in their homes for months, and now they're like, we need more space.
Yeah, they need more space,
we
or
need
they
a pool, or
they realize some of these projects that they were thinking about doing.
Yeah.
They were on the back burner after sitting at home staring at the walls for all these months. They've decided, let's just buy a new home.
Let's just buy a new home. We need more space, and need a pool.
Yeah, pools and So anyway, we predict, again, we're continuing to predict that we think this is just going to move into the summer. So instead of a spring selling season, we're going to have a summer selling season. So we think we're going to have some record sales for the summer months.
Is the new spring.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's definitely what we once called the busy spring real estate season is shifting into the summer. In 2020, summer is the new spring for real estate.
That's what the economists are saying, right?
Yeah. And to back that information up, here's something from Joel Kahn, economist at the Mortgage Bankers Association. Applications for home purchases continue to recover from April's sizable drop and have now increased for 5 consecutive weeks.
Yep.
That's, you'd kind of expect that. But here is the really interesting part. Remember, keep in mind, 2018 was an all-time record. Loans are now 5% higher than a year ago at this time.
the amount of loan applications?
Yep.
Yeah.
Amount of loan applications are 5% higher.
Yeah, I believe
So
that. Rates are amazing. So
also, Google, of course, tracks everything that we do. So additionally, according to Google Trends, which scores search terms online, searches for real estate increased from 68 points the week of March 15th to 92 points last week. So as you can
People are
see,
searching.
more potential home buyers are looking for homes.
good. We just need more homes for them.
Yeah. Another thing that's fueling the fire is the low mortgage rates. They continue to be historically low. They have been steady, kind of not dipping, not raising. They're currently at 3.30, and they've been that way for a few weeks now, so they're kind of stabilized. However, we still think there's going to be opportunity to see, maybe at the very end of the year or the beginning of next year, we're going to see sub-3 mortgage rates, and we may even see, for highly qualified home buyers, we may see mid-2s.
Wow.
We'll see if that actually happens, but I've seen some predictions that could possibly happen.
Good time to refinance if you're a current owner.
Yes, I mean, still 3.30.
Yeah.
It's just fantastic. So definitely take advantage of that. What's the opportunity for sellers finding a home? Again, inventory is incredibly low, so finding a home is a real challenge. Current inventory is still well below last year's level, which was record-setting.
Yeah, we can sell your home like this, but finding you a home is challenging. It's happening, but it's challenging.
But we can do it.
We can do it.
We can get it done. According to last week's weekly economic and housing market update from Realtor.com, weekly housing inventory showed continued tightening. New listings declined 28% compared with a year ago. That's a lot.
Nearly 30%, yeah.
Yeah, so obviously leaving very few homes for sale. So if you're thinking about selling your home this summer, now may be your best opportunity. With so few homes on the market for buyers to purchase, this season may be the time for your home to stand out and shine. Okay, so mask making kind of has wrapped up, and we're not doing too much of that. We've got inventory in case this beast returns. I certainly hope it's gone forever, but if it does come back in the fall, we're ready, and we can start making masks for anybody who wants them and believes in them. I know there's a lot of controversy in that, and we're staying out of that.
We understand, but
we will be a source for masks of anybody who wants one.
Right.
So, so I was wondering, can I get a reference? Now that I'm unemployed, I need
a reference for a job, another
from the mask making factory.
No, that's not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
Not a good reference. Anyway.
Not a good reference. Okay. Well, I'm looking for something new. I've heard about this taste testing at wineries.
No.
That would be awesome.
That's not how that works.
A taste tester at a winery? Come on.
You go in and you pay them to test their wines. They don't pay you to test their wines.
They don't pay me.
No, they don't pay you. Nice try, though.
Well, that doesn't sound like as much fun at all. Okay. Well, we'll work on, if anybody has any suggestions, we're always looking for opportunities to support our community, so we are on the lookout for the next opportunity.
We are here.
So thank you for listening. I know that was a little lengthy this time, but we had a lot of new information we wanted to share with you. So thanks for tuning in, following us, and let us know if you have any questions at all.
Absolutely.
We will
we're here to
happy
answer.
to reach out to you and get those answered for you. So until next week, take care. So, okay, that worked out well. I think I messed up didn't have the phone thing wasn't right.
What were you trying to do?
Call me. Well, I wanted to look like a phone, but it wasn't.
You just do this. What's drinking? Yeah, that's what it looks like you're doing.